Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're watching this whenever I post this, happy Christmas Eve. If you're celebrating, I hope everyone is unwinding and spending time just relaxing. We are at the end of the year. Congratulations everyone, you made it. We made it, y'all. It was a year and we have made it, and I just want to send a lot of love to everyone at the start of today's video. But let's get into today's video. So yesterday we made a video and we talked about honey and the big scandal that is going on right now. Honey are one of the OG YouTube sponsors, and they have been exposed for basically really shady behavior and actually just, scam, fraud. There's so many words being thrown around. And we have a part one exposed, which we watched, and the part two is en route, and you know I love a part one, part two, part three, part four, part five. So I'm so severely locked in, but I think why this is so much more interesting to me than what I thought is because I grew up watching YouTube. We're all aware of this. I think if you watch my YouTube channel, you probably grew up watching YouTube as well, and if you didn't, well, thank you so much for being here still. You know, I am from the generation that watched the likes of, Shane Dawson, PewDiePie, and they were constantly sponsored by Honey. It is the free browser app. Like, I've never been sponsored by them, but I feel like I could do the sponsored ad read because I've heard it so many times from all these YouTubers. I mean, H3, a huge sponsor of them as well. Like, everyone. Emma Chamberlain as well, one of my favorite YouTubers. By the way, I don't know if anyone has seen it, but that YouTube channel that like makes people's lives into movies did one of Emma Chamberlain, and I've been crying at it all day actually. So yeah, I think this is really interesting to me on that basis. Number one, because I've never worked with them. Well, they've never offered me a sponsorship, so I can be like, well, I would have never worked with them in the first place. The truth is, baby, we didn't get offered one, but I'm not gonna act like, I wouldn't have accepted it either way. You know that you would have seen a Honey sponsorship on this YouTube channel. But no, it's interesting because Markiplier as well years ago talked about Honey, and he basically said, like, I don't understand how they work as a company. And, he was basically saying it seems a little bit shady to him, and that's why he's never accepted a Honey sponsorship before, which has aged phenomenally, obviously. But a lot of people were not necessarily called out in the original Exposed video, but they were definitely featured heavily. And one of the people was, Charlie, Moist Critical. And I think that these people making responses to it is good. Number one, from a standpoint of, I want to hear what your take is on this. Like, did you know anything shady going on with Honey? But also, I mean, these YouTubers have spent years promoting Honey to their audience, and Honey is something that you add to your Google, and then you probably forget about. So let your audience know, if you've made money promoting this to them, like also let them know whenever something, bad is going down. And so I really appreciate the YouTubers that are going to speak up and talk about this right now. And yeah, that is what is going on right now. Also, just want to give a little shout out to the tour, my tour that we're doing, the Chronically Online tour. We're going to Brooklyn, Chicago, Seattle, LA, Dallas, London, Dublin. More dates incoming, don't you worry. We are doing that really, really, really soon. Opening night, February 18th in Brooklyn. If you're not coming, please consider if you're in those areas. I cannot wait to meet everyone. And yeah, I'm really, really, really excited for the show. So let's get into Moist Critical's response video that he made today. And again, he's someone that never really was on my radar until recently, and he's very much so someone that I actually really like. Again, I don't know why I didn't know that much about him beforehand, but let me tell you something. It's the same thing with like CoffeeZilla and stuff. I didn't know about a lot of these people until I started like covering this kind of stuff, and let me tell you something. I'm like, wait, these people are so much better than the creators I used to watch growing up. And that's true because that's true. So let's get into this video. Biggest scam in YouTube history. And again, it's really great that he's talking about this because he was in the video about doing sponsors with them, if I remember correctly. But anyways, I hope everyone is doing really well, and let's get into the video.
Title's not clickbait. The biggest YouTube scam has just been revealed by a channel called Megalag. I highly recommend checking out the full video. This is extraordinary work. It was a multi-year investigation that he conducted, and his findings could make even Enron's accountants start sweating. It is gross how bad this company he investigated is. And it's a company you've all heard of. It's a company I have used for a long time. honey. You know, that free browser extension that's supposed to be going and getting...
When I hear that free browser, oh my god, like my mind immediately goes to, oh my god, I'm hearing an ad read from Shane Dawson right now. Oh my god, he used to be sponsored every video, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he named one of his dogs Honey because he was sponsored by them so often. Am I making that up? I don't think I am. And if so, ooh, how's Honey doing? Hi, Honey. Hi, Honey.
You coupons at checkout to save you money on purchases. The one that has that playful piece of shit mascot that's just a diet Microsoft Clippy whom now I can't stand to look at after learning about how atrocious this scam is. Yeah, that Honey. The one that's owned by PayPal that they purchased for fucking...
Which also, being purchased for $4 billion, crazy. But also, I really didn't know the PayPal was behind it. Not that I was ever going to look into Honey because I didn't use it when a YouTuber would promote it. And also, I never got offered a sponsorship. So I don't need to look into them. But PayPal behind them, I thought it was just like a little small business trying to help you out, give you the best deals.
4 billion clams. Turns out it's all a load of fish paste. Honey, more like phony, because it's all fraudulent. Now, of course, I can't say that from a legal perspective, but from a common sense perspective, after everything I've learned from the Megalag investigation, I think it's definitely fallen into the textbook definition of a scam. Though I imagine the lawyers aren't going to be too gung-ho about suing people that are labeling them a scam or calling them mean words, because they're probably too busy stretching out, cracking their knuckles, getting ready for the impending catastrophic class action lawsuit that's heading their way. And I mean that sincerely. I do think that this investigation from Megalag will lead to a huge class action lawsuit against Honey for all of the many millions of dollars that it has most likely cost a ton of people.
Honey hasn't just been scamming you.
And that's such a great point as well. You know, people automatically are jumping to, well, Honey are going to sue everyone for defamation. Well, what happens if Honey gets sued by all the people that have lost significant money because of them? Keep that in mind as well.
The consumer, they've also been stealing money from influencers, including the very ones they paid to promote their product. And I'm not just talking about a few bucks here. I believe this scam has likely cost content creators millions of dollars.
Honey's stretching everyone's holes here, both the consumer who...
What? What did he just say? Stretching their holes? All right. Merry Christmas.
downloads Honey, as well as the creator that promoted the Honey. That does include me. I have worked with Honey in the past because I was an avid Honey user. It seemed like a pretty simple, effective product. It just find coupons at checkout to save a little money. I didn't think there was anything nefarious going on under the hood, but it turns out couldn't have been more wrong. Obviously, knowing what I know now about this company, I wish I never worked with them. I'm sorry for ever having promoted Honey. I clearly didn't know any of this was going on. Nobody did.
I think this is why I really respect him and why this is very... I hope this sets a scene for YouTubers who have worked with Honey just to even release a little bit of a statement, because I think you owe that transparency to your audience who supported you by supporting them.
There wasn't even whispers of.
And yes, most, if not all, of these YouTubers didn't know this was happening, but I still think it's very important to just be a little bit transparent with your audience and take a little blow to the ego and admit that maybe you did something you shouldn't have done, even if you did or didn't know.
In the video, he'd only found like one page where people even speculated on it with nothing concrete. So it wasn't until this multi-year investigation that any of this information came to light. It's a very sneaky, hidden mechanism that it uses to scam consumers and content creators. And what Megalag has put into the light here is extremely important. So he starts by demonstrating how it steals money from content creators, and it is probably the most creative way of fucking people I have seen since I first found browsers in high school.
Linus tells you about this free browser extension that saves you money online. You install it in 2 clicks, and boom, you have Honey. So you scroll down and find Linus's affiliate link to that product. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you click an affiliate link and buy something, the influencer who promoted the product earns a commission for referring you to that store. So you add the product to your cart, get to the checkout page, and hello, Honey says they found you 10 coupon codes. Sweet. You click apply discounts, and Honey gets to work. But unfortunately, none of the coupon codes worked. Doesn't matter though, because as Honey has promised us for years, that means we know we've got the best deal. So you complete your purchase, you're happy, your new CPU.
Of course we can't have anything. These companies don't care about us. Here I was thinking they were trying to give us a good deal.
You'd be very wrong if you said everyone was happy there. This isn't a fucking fairy tale. This is big business, and everything's horrible. So if you've never used...
And it's crazy because for years people would be like, well, Honey sounds too good to be true. They're a company that want to make money at the end of the day. And you know what? Those people are laughing right now because they were absolutely true. Damn me for thinking a company would care.
That's how it works. When you're checking out, you'll have your little goofball pop up. He'll be like, oh geez, Rick, we gotta apply some coupons here to save you some blimflarkles. Click here to save some money because we're gonna look for coupons. And so he's going to go look for coupons at checkout to try and save you some money. Sometimes it'll find coupons. Sometimes the mascot will wander in, soft cock in hand, with nothing to offer you, saying, whoop the daisy, sorry, didn't find anything, is what it is. That's the way she goes. Now,
And again, the craziest thing about this finding, and my brother was asking me today, what is going on? Because he's been seeing, it being posted online. And I was like, they're set up as a company to pop up on your screen before you make a purchase, being like, hey, babe, hey, honey, I've got, discount codes for you. I'm the best that you're going to get, honey, like a toxic situationship. So you click it and it applies discount codes, which aren't the best ones in the entire world. They're ones that have been cherry picked and approved by these companies, right? Because obviously, fuck you and fuck me, right? But what's even crazier than that, I was explaining that to my brother and he was like, wow, that's crazy, because online when you make a purchase and there's like influence by like someone promoting it to you or whatever, it's called like last click, which basically means that the last click of influence is the one that can make the commission on an affiliate link or something like that. So Honey having this last click, literally set up where you have to click Honey to say apply codes. My brother was like, wow, that's really shady and they're taking all the money. And I went, hold on, Josh. It gets even crazier because they will pop up on the screen and say, hey, sorry, we don't have any codes. But to get rid of that, you have to click, okay, got it. When you click, okay, got it, it refreshes the site and Honey therefore acts like they're the one that brought you to the site. So even when they do fuck all, they're taking all the money from these YouTubers, small businesses, small artists, who are depending on affiliate links to make money. And it's fucking gross.
Megalag is talking about affiliate links. As he mentioned, if you use an affiliate link like in a description and you purchase a product through that link, the creator that you click the link from will get some kind of commission off of that sale. Now, Honey does something very interesting with that whole process there.
After clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled Short Circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. That way, if we only decide to complete the purchase a few days later, Linus will still be credited the sale. So what happened when we got to the checkout page? Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked Apply Discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves. Yeah.
Never before has that sound effect, that like dramatic bass boom sound effect, been more appropriate. That is a huge deal. That is millions of dollars. No exaggeration. Actually millions.
Every single day.
PayPal Honey is making through stealing those commissions by replacing the affiliate link with their own at the very end of checkout without the consumer ever even knowing this happens. They're able to take the...
I think that's such a big thing as well to focus on. People didn't know that this was happening. The people promoting Honey didn't know this was happening. The customers didn't know it was happening.
Higher commission while the...
I wonder how they're going to respond to this.
That brought them there gets...
Because keep in mind, Megalag said that he confronted them about it, or someone confronted them about it, and they refused to like change or acknowledge it.
They get the whole pie, and the creator doesn't even get the fucking crust. It's so devious.
Now, if we quickly go back again...
I wonder how many YouTubers now are like, wow, I've lost so much money because of this, and I didn't even realize.
Browser, Honey
or are like, wow, my affiliate amount of money I've been making over the years has really dropped after signing up with Honey. This could be, like, Charlie's saying, a huge class action lawsuit.
Blissfully unaware that anything ever happened. It's very sneaky.
This isn't some kind of freak accident. It's not some kind of glitch or a ghost in the machine. Mr. Krabs isn't in the soul of Honey doing this without Honey themselves knowing about it. This is by design. They do this on purpose.
I'll reach out to Honey and ask them directly. And sure enough, they came back to me with the following. If Honey is activated and is the last program used while shopping on a site, it is likely Honey will receive credit for the purchase.
They are shockingly open about that. They almost seem jolly and proud. Well, hello there, salutations, tipping the fedora. Thanks for contacting us. Yeah, we're shitting on you. Big whoop, and you're welcome.
Because we hit the last button. We got the last click. It's such a fuck you.
So that way it's a little easier to understand how unacceptable this is. He even goes on to say that he can't see how it's anything less than fraud, and I agree. This seems like fraud. Megalag gives a real-world example to demonstrate just how outrageous this whole thing is. He states, imagine that you're going to a department store buying a TV, there's a salesman, and he sells you on the perfect TV. You now have that salesman's card that you take to the front with your TV, so that way the salesman can get the commission. Yeah. But right when you're paying for the TV, a sleazy greaseball comes out of nowhere saying, wait just a minute, champ, hold on, let me see if I have any coupons. I got nothing. All right, good luck. But before he leaves, he switches out that salesman's card with his own card. So now the salesman that actually sold you the TV gets nothing, whereas that guy who came in at the very end gets everything. That is how this concept works in the real world. That would be completely unacceptable. PayPal Honey did none of the work to get the consumer there, to get the purchase or anything, yet it takes the entire piece of the pie and leaves not even the crust behind. And in the real world...
I'd also love to know how much they're paying YouTubers, because YouTubers are probably like, wow, they're paying so well. And if any YouTubers have ever been sponsored by them and, like, we're friends or close or anything, like, please reach out to me. Like, I won't say anything online. Like, I genuinely just have this, like, curiosity to know. Because YouTubers were probably like, wow, Honey are paying us so much money, not knowing that Honey are stealing so much more money that they could be making.
Be the equivalent of someone coming in at the last second like a jump scare, like, woo, here's a coupon. I'm kidding, we don't have any coupons, but I'm still going to take the whole commission. So then using some sleight of hand that would fool even Penn and Teller, he swaps out that salesman's card with his own, and the consumer doesn't know it, and the salesman that got swapped doesn't know it either. That's what PayPal Honey does. But here's the thing, even if it did find a coupon for the consumer at checkout, it still shouldn't be overriding the affiliates. It still shouldn't be stuffing that out. They did none of the work to get the consumer to the...
Because at a bare minimum, people that are promoting Honey are bringing people to Honey's platform, right? So... they've done their bit. You don't need to be stealing their affiliate money. But how is this shady company deciding to make money off the backs of people without doing any work? And they so badly had this coming of being called out.
The site or anything at all. They did nothing for the sale. They just came in at the very end and found a coupon. That's still bad that it would overwrite that. But it actually even gets worse. It'll do this even when it has no coupons to even search for.
Honey pops up right at the end of your purchasing journey, virtually guaranteeing they'll win that
dumbass dancing coin
and do anything they can to get that last click, even when there's no coupon codes to offer. Which brings us to scenario 2. Honey Gold, which is now called PayPal Rewards. Here's how it works. When you get to the checkout and Honey Gold is available, Honey pops up and is essentially saying, hey you, consumer, click this button here so PayPal can claim the commission for the sale, and we'll share a portion of that commission money with you in the form of points. It's basically a lame cashback scheme. And it's genius because if there are no coupons...
I'd also be curious to know that if you click the try later button on Honey, when they try to, like, get you to activate, does it also refresh the page? Because then, I mean, they're doing absolutely fuck all. They're literally telling them to fucking no.
It gives Honey another reason to get that last click.
He explained what last click was, and it's basically the last thing that you click is what's going to get the credit for the commission. And Honey is constantly fighting to be that last click by any means necessary. Come hell or high water, they will leave mangled corpses in the fucking streets if it means they can consistently get that last click on checkout. So this is one of its other mechanisms to get that last click, where you can activate rewards at the very end.
I decided to put Honey Gold to the test. So I looked for any website where Honey Gold was offered and found it on NordVPN. And no, this is not a sneaky sponsorship. So I signed up for NordVPN's affiliate program, which offers 40% commission on successful referrals. After getting approved into the program, I received a custom affiliate link for my YouTube channel. Using this link, I made 2 separate purchases. For the first, I activated Honey Gold, and sure enough, you can see my affiliate cookie was replaced with Honey's. And for the second, I didn't activate Honey Gold. As expected, I was awarded a $35 commission for the sale where Honey Gold wasn't.
They're taking and bagging so much money.
Was activated. So how much of my stolen $35 commission did PayPal share as cash back with my Honey account, aka the consumer? Brace yourselves. 89 points, which is equivalent to 89 cents.
I knew it was going to be bad, but somehow that is even worse than I expected it to be. It gets the entire kit and caboodle of the commission, all 35 doubloons. It gets the spaghetti and the meatballs, and it gives you not even a morsel, not even a tiddlywink of it. 89 cents of the $35? Holy shit.
And isn't it crazy that the general consensus of Honey was that they're like a good company here helping us out, and they're actually one of the fucking worst? Always the way.
Nothing, by the way. It is doing nothing. It is doing this just to desperately try and get that last click so it can take the whole commission. And again, this isn't put front facing. People didn't even know this was going on until this investigation. It is so sneaky with this shit. It exists solely to steal, poach those affiliates, to take that commission on the back end. That's nuts. That's why I'm saying this will likely be a huge class action lawsuit. There is no telling how many millions of dollars they've been able to make quietly like this. Megalag demonstrated 1. They got $35 from that. That's a lot. Like, that is a big commission, really. Just think about that on a large scale. Megalag pulls
over many years.
Honey had been promoting on YouTube in particular to the tune of like 7.9 billion views worth of videos. They had like 5,000 or something like sponsored segments across so many different channels. 7.9 billion views. They have what, 20 million users? Think about how much money they were pulling in from this scam. It's huge. Like, this is something that Bernie Madoff would roll over in his grave at with this fraud.
You click on their affiliate link and get to the checkout. But in this scenario, Honey knows it has nothing to offer. No coupon codes, no Honey Gold, yet it still pops up to announce absolutely nothing. Annoying as fuck. Naturally, you click the got it button to get rid of the annoying Dungeon coin, and whoa, what's that? PayPal takes the sale.
That's what's going to be really interesting about a class action lawsuit, how they can get themselves out of, even when they fundamentally don't have anything to offer the consumer, they're still stealing that money and walking away with that sale.
I couldn't help but just laugh at that one. That is cartoonishly evil. That is so scummy. So even if it has no coupons, it has no Honey Gold capabilities, it will still pop up on something totally unrelated through the affiliate link and just say like, hey, listen. We've got nothing to say. Sorry, pranked you. We got nothing. Go ahead and close us. Just go ahead and say got it. Get rid of us. Sorry. Just wanted to let you know we're here. And when you do that, it takes the sale. It still takes the whole commission because you interacted with it. It was your last click. It's unbelievable.
Why? Because fuck you, Mary, that's your commission. But wait, there's more. My personal favorite is when Honey has nothing to offer, so it pops up offering you to check out with PayPal. Even
though PayPal's an option on there, which is just like, it is giving you these big options of trying to distract you to come back to Honey so they can steal the money. What the fuck?
The option is already available at the checkout page. And of course, if you click the checkout button, PayPal poaches the sale. Classy.
There is just no world where that isn't illegal, right? Like there can't be a world where that can fly. That has to be something that this company would be run into the ground for. Like, I'm no lawyer. I didn't pass the bar. Shit, barely passed the SATs. But I would still say, using my tiny little noodle up here, my smooth brain, that's a big no-no. I think they're probably...
And if it's not, then what the fuck?
Starting to blow up and come to light. Now, in the next section of the video, Megalag goes on to talk about how he was checking into the Linus forums to see if anyone was talking about Honey, and he did find someone that was sounding the alarm quite a few years ago, but it just didn't get a lot of traction. And then in 2022...
Because again, it was such a popular opinion that Honey was like a really great company. Like they looked out for us, but obviously we can't have shit.
Someone noticed that Linus wasn't working with Honey anymore, so they asked about it, and Linus Media Group representative came out and said, yeah, they didn't like the way that it interacted with the affiliate link, so they stopped working with them. And Megalag says that he was pretty disappointed that they weren't more vocal about that, because if they could have sounded the alarm about this whole scheme, there could have been some more damages that were prevented over the next couple of years, but they just kept it kind of hush for some reason. And that is very disappointing from Linus and the team for not talking about this if they knew it was going on. And then Megalag goes on to talk about, well, they did actually take a different coupon sponsor that does the same thing called Karma.
Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link and then they use Honey and search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal. That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership. They should have made more noise about this. But what's truly baffling to me is that after LMG ended their partnership with Honey, they then went ahead and partnered with a company called Karma Now, a coupon browser extension that literally engages in similar behavior.
As Megalag said, it's very telling just how deceptive this Honey scam is when even a tech-focused company like LMG doesn't catch on to it for years. And it is baffling that even when they did catch on to it or were tipped off about it, they chose a different coupon sponsor that does like basically the same thing, it seems. That's so weird. That is so weird. Now, the next part of the video showcases how Honey scams you, the consumer. Now it's not only about the influencers getting all their affiliates commission stolen. Now Megalag shows you...
That's the craziest thing as well, just how many people overall are being fucked over in this.
Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes. Yet when I searched manually, I found
Yeah, this big part in the video, you know, that was basically saying that, like, people believe, and the full selling point of Honey is that they will find you the best deals. Like, there will not be a better coupon. However, there are better coupons in a lot of cases, and Honey are cherry picking ones that are approved. So it's actually not getting you the best deal when there's other ones out there, but they're relying on you not looking up if there is a better one because you trust Honey. You trust Honey.
Working codes with ease. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that...
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey-branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey-branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database.
Now, this was not a case of Honey just not doing its job well, where it was missing a couple of coupons here and there that were slipping through the cracks, but it was still trying its best and it was still doing an admirable, noble attempt at finding you those best deal coupons. It wasn't doing its job at all. When Megalag would submit coupons to it, it wouldn't even take it into the database, and it was far more effective to just manually enter coupons because Honey wasn't finding them, and it was finding a lot of Honey coupons pretty often. All very peculiar.
Yeah, again, not only just ones that are approved, but are ran through the company and in these deals, I guess, with these other companies. Like, there would be a code that would get you 30% off, for example, but then Honey 10 gets you 10% off because Honey are probably making money off of you using that discount as well.
I would say.
It turns out that one of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that they are given full control over which coupon codes go live on the platform, if any at all.
What would you say to any brand that is considered working with Honey but hasn't yet?
I would say you're missing out on converting customers. Like I said before, Gen Z is super discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage, which means like they will potentially find a higher discount code on the internet. It literally lets you control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount
It
code.
just defeats the purpose of helping the customer.
Megalag found that seems to be focused on trying to drive more brands to work with Honey. So this is a brand that has worked with Honey talking about the benefits. One of them that she's very excited about is that with Honey, it helps discourage consumers from seeking out coupon codes, and with Honey, you can control which coupon codes are even getting shared in the first place. So let's say there's a 20% off coupon that does exist for this brand, but the brand doesn't really want it shared with everyone using Honey. Well, then it just doesn't. Honey won't share it if the brand doesn't want it to. It's one of the benefits of working with Honey. You won't have that 20% go out to the consumers. Maybe instead you'll give them a 5% through Honey, or none. Maybe you won't even let them share any of the coupons through Honey. So even if the coupons do exist, the brand may...
And again, this is so deceptive because people believe, truly, because it's been a selling point of Honey, that if there's no coupon, there's no one that you'll find online. And again, they're relying on the customer just believing them, and they've lied to them.
Not want Honey to share with consumers, so it won't. Which of course is counterintuitive to even owning Honey in the first place. The whole point is that it's supposed to find the best deals, the best coupons to use. But if the brands can say we don't want the best deals to be shared with them, then Honey will say, okay, that's fine.
So fucked
all right,
up.
that's okay. You got it, Chief. And it won't.
You have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform. So yes, even if Honey knows of a coupon code that offers, say, 20% off, but a partnering store tells them, hey, only share a 5% off coupon, then that's the only discount Honey will apply to your cart at the checkout page. I mean, holy shit. Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible. They were intentionally withholding them from you for their own financial gain. If you partner with us and pay us an affiliate commission, we'll...
It's so funny just how everyone said for years that they're too good to be true. And they are.
Found them the best deal possible.
This is a scam Ed and Eddie wouldn't even pull for Jawbreakers. Every component of Honey is a fucking lie. Every single piece of Honey is exploitative. Every single one. So in this video, he talked about how it's scamming consumers as well as the influencers that have promoted it. And he teases that in part 2, there's an entirely new victim that is also getting fucked by Honey. Megalag leads into the upcoming part by stating that in his experimenting and his investigation, he noticed there were times where Honey worked extremely well to an almost unbelievable degree with discounts and deals that just made no sense with everything else he was finding, and sometimes it wasn't overriding the affiliates. So it wasn't making sense how that discrepancy was happening with everything else he had learned. And then it clicked and he figured out what was going on. So that's what part 2 is going to focus on. And he has some interviews that he has at like a sizzler reel at the end. It's actually incomprehensible just how deep this rabbit hole goes. It really just seems like everything about PayPal Honey is fraudulent, just a full-blown scam. Like that's what it seems. Like I don't know how any of it could possibly be explained away or justified. I mean, shit, even when they were directly asked about it, they were like, yeah, hey,
We did.
that is what it is.
We did.
If Honey's the last thing you click, yeah, we're taking the affiliate. Like what? Honey is usually going to be the last thing that someone clicks if you have Honey, because you might as well check if there's discounts. That's like the whole selling point of Honey. But not only is it not actually finding you the best coupons, if it's even finding you coupons, it is then stealing the commission from the affiliate that got you there in the first place. So it's fucking everybody for doing nothing. And even when it is actually doing full-blown nothing, where it's on a site that doesn't have Honey Gold, it has no coupons, it will still pop up just to say nothing. It just goes, and then you click got it to get rid of it, and then it will still steal the commission. It is just crazy how scummy this is. I cannot imagine that what Honey is doing and how it operates is legal. It can't be. It shouldn't be if it somehow is through loopholes. That is completely unacceptable. And Megalag's investigation is extraordinary. A huge thanks to Megalag for bringing all of this information to light. It's an incredible video. Again, I highly recommend you check out the full thing. There's going to be a link to it in the description of this one. I didn't even cover all of it. He has done an immaculate job with this investigation. This is up there with CoffeeZilla's best work. This is incredible. So
My man.
So yeah, that's really about it. See ya.
All right. Now, again, I just want to say that I really appreciate him making this video. I know he reacts to stuff all the time anyway, But he's promoted this company, and I think that I really appreciate his relationship with his audience, that, you know, he's willing to talk about it and talk about it as quickly as what he did. It's funny, going on from the previous point that I said, so many people as well were like, well, how are Honey making money? And I even thought at a certain stage, whenever I'd watch the Shane Dawson videos and he would, you know, force honey down your throat. But now you figure it out. And it's crazy as well, just going on that point, that fundamentally every single thing about this company is exploitative or lying to someone or just being deceptive, which is a problem. You could say, oh, I don't care about influencers losing money, but you as a customer are fundamentally being lied to, and also you're losing money because of them as well. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't wait to see part 2 and watch this unfold. And let me know down below if you believe that a class action lawsuit will happen, because Honey will have to prove, you know, how much money they've made through all these things. And people could be like, well, how much money should I have made? But you stole it from me, you bitch. Well, we'll talk about it down below. I appreciate you being here, and goodbye. And again, happy Christmas Eve if you celebrate. Mwah.